About 2 hours ago at Ninjago Music on Twitter said, "Here's what all began. Check out the latest Ninjago music release, Lego Ninjago, demos, sketches, and rarities here," and then a link with this art here, which I don't know if this is concept art or this is original art for the album or what. But this link takes you to just one of those. Okay, here, click on the links on whatever services you want. And opening YouTube Music, so that's what I use. There are 7 songs in here. Pretty interesting. Real quick for context, I made this video almost 2 months ago about this tweet that Ninjago Music did, where essentially they said, we found a vault of older Weekend Whip versions. So this version is the very first recording when the lyrics were completely different. Here's the instrumentals to that. Here is the high-res and MP3 version of the JR version, whatever JR means. And this is just, I don't know if it's what version in particular this is, but this was after the lyrics had been decided upon, but before the fold came in. And it's pretty interesting, is where this dude's singing it. And he never released the links. However, you could just put the Weekend Whip, Weekend Whip, Weekend Whip, Weekend Whip, and download all these because they weren't private files. And this one, I didn't know what this link could be, so I posted to Reddit. But someone on Reddit pointed out that on Dropbox, you can just get rid of the file name and just have this part of the link, and Dropbox will fill it out for you. So I took advantage of that and downloaded all of them. So yeah, and it was really funny is that I tried scrolling back for this tweet to have all the tabs open, and the tweet got deleted. I don't know if they realized, oh wait, you can just see the link. You can just see the links. Maybe this isn't a good idea to have this up for whatever reason. I don't know. That's kind of funny. So there's 3 songs in here. Very first recording, JR version, and Dan's first version. And there's here the first 2 songs, the 2010 and 2011 demo. The 2010 demo is the JR version, and the 2011 is the Fold's first version. These are pretty interesting because this one, they had the basic structure on how the song will go and the lyrics done, but a lot of it just sounds completely different. And like, it's just kind of funny, like hearing this. And then the 2011 demo, aka the version with the folds. You see, it's just so different. Like, it's whatever Uncanny Valley is, but for sound. Like, that's what I feel with this. I really love that this is actually posted, though. That's just so cool. Real quick, though, this 2011 version, I have it saved right here also. But if you go to the very end, you'll notice something. And if I go, this is the final version of the Weekend Whip. This is how it ends. Just a jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin. But if you go to the season 1 intro, which I believe came out, season 1 aired before the Weekend Whip was finished. There's like 5 different things, like jump up, kick back, do it around, and spin. So I initially thought, for the longest time, just thought, oh, that's just the thing they did for the intro. But when the thing came out, if you go to Dan's first version at the end, this version, which was, wasn't made with the intro in mind, this was just the song at this point, also had the give it around and so for a while they were considering that should be the actual ending to the actual song, not just the intro. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And that also points out the fact that this is based off an earlier version of the song, but it's clearly not this version because maybe it's based off this. Maybe this version's the intro. It doesn't really sound the same though. I mean, this re-upload is low quality. Go figure, but you know what I mean. It feels kind of not as good. Maybe finished. I don't know. Could be the same version, and I'm just being dumb. But there could also be a version in between the Dan's first recording and the final, which is this one that it just hasn't released yet. I don't know. The other 3 songs in the intro, though. So keep in mind the first 2 our early Weekend Whip versions. So I'm like, yeah, I heard this one before. That's cool. It's officially released. It just complete jump scare. Just it's funny, but this, if I don't remember, I don't remember the exact timestamp. But the name of this song, if it now like official, is Ring Dang Dang. But I've always, assumed it was called Revenge Will Be Mine because that's the most notable lyric. And this was from Day of the Departed. I don't remember a lot about Day of the Departed. It's pretty bad. But one of the ninja were, maybe it was Boo, I don't remember. Someone was staying at the festival, and Kozu, I think, went back to the festival, and it was like, I don't remember the exact situation, but it was like, oh, what song will I play? And then Kozu was like, Revenge Will Be Mine, and then they take that as the name of the song, so they play Revenge Will Be Mine. This was ripped in high quality and re-uploaded, so that's really cool for someone who wanted to listen to these songs, wanted them on the playlist, that they're officially here now. There's also Pieces, which I don't remember which one this is from, and then Cole's Melody, which I recognize immediately as what even is his name? I can't remember Cole's dad's name, but is what his dad sings right before Cole goes off to the Dark Island. Yeah. Pieces, there are two other times I know where they sing. There's Ninja Ball Run, and I'm pretty sure they play in the factory in season 7. But I don't know which one this is, if they sing the same one, or there's one of them that's missing, or what, because I just don't remember. And then there's Dareth the Man. I don't really like Dareth, but I think this is either when Dareth is singing along, just kind of hanging out in the whatever that vehicle is called in season 4 when Nia's a spy, and then Nia's like, Dareth, 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 and he just can't hear her, or the song when he accidentally plays over the speaker. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched season 4. I'm pretty sure it's one of these two. It could be from season 8 or 9. I don't know 100%. But for the 4 people who unironically want this on streaming services, I guess today's your day. And then there's Feels Good to Be a Ninja, which is completely not what I was expecting. I'm listening to it. Kind of feels like something the Fold would have made back in the day. Just sung by someone else, to be honest. And I was like, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's it's obviously not in the show, but maybe this is on some obscure CD release or something. I don't know. But at some point she mentions yeah, right there. So she mentions the 16 realms. Like, okay, season 5 plus, and then right there she mentions the Merge Quake, and I'm like, oh wait, this is modern. So I guess they just threw in this. I don't know what exactly this is, to be honest. If this is just some original song that they made and they were like, oh, we're releasing an album, throw it in here. If this is, or what. Because when it started out, because, it starts out kind of not as energetic. I thought that it was eventually going to transition into the intro for Dragon's Rising. But it didn't ever do that. It stays like this kind of tone for the entire time. Maybe this is an early Dragon's Rising intro? I don't know. Potentially. Speaking of, I want this in show extended. It's really catchy. But that's a new album. It's pretty cool. You can go listen to it if you want. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down. I will archive this album just as I did all the early Weekend Whip versions. Even the image. I'm keeping the image, and you can't take it from me.